with all the gaming news that's happened this week, the biggest story was certainly Highguard. So I thought it'd be really fun to put together a list of the top 5 reasons why Highguard failed. Now, look, we are just trying this out on the show. If you guys do enjoy these segments, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We did a top 5 this past week of top 5 reasons why Amelia won't die, and that did really well. So we're going to continue this on with the top 5 reasons why Highguard failed, which gives me the reason to hit this asset right here. Give it up for Phoenix real quick for making those on the fly right there.
Incredible work.
Thank you, Phoenix. Wonderful.
My God, we should see it again. I'm kidding. Just please.
We'll see number 4. It'll look the exact same here in just a second.
Yeah.
But with the
Number 5. It tried too many things, and it was a master of none. It tried to do a little bit of everything. That's the one thing we've heard over and over again. This is a new genre that includes all of the genres. And one thing, Blabs, I know during your time playing it, you were not impressed, and you were not so much confused, but it didn't, it wasn't a whole lot for you. Whatever they were selling, you weren't buying.
No, I was not impressed by it. I didn't even know what they were selling. They don't know their own product either.
Yeah.
I think that people are hiding behind the wall of, you guys say you want something new, but when something new comes out, you crap all over. I just because it's new doesn't mean it's good.
Expedition 33 was new and it came out and it did marvelously.
Yeah,
Right.
because it was a well-built experience.
Yes, and I think that's the biggest thing here is when you think of like slop, and I know people are like, they've been working on it for 4 years. I don't care, right? I don't care about the pregnancy. Just show me the baby, right?
Yeah.
With all due
Wasn't
respect.
Concord a 10-year baby?
Right.
That it was a very expensive baby.
Yeah.
Craig, you
Yes.
still have some copies of that, don't you?
Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I have 2 back here. If anybody would like to buy them, they're still in box. Just letting you know, they are only going to go up in value over time. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
All right, there's number 5. It tried too many things. It was a master of none. Number 4 on my list. Zero identity and no meme-worthy characters. The characters honestly sucked. There's no standout waifus, no iconic moments, just generic fantasy gun game. It's the most generic game I've ever played with a gun. I think that's what I said over on X. And look, today culture thrives on personalities and clickbait moments. And this game, I honestly don't remember any of the characters in this game. They were all extremely generic, very Concord vibes. And that's one thing that the game did not do well. Fans want to create art for these characters. They want to create thirst posts. They want to create memes. And it just got ignored and mocked, rightfully so.
The one thing the media doesn't really like to admit to, and I'm noticing this with games as well, is that sex sells. And I mean, like, it wouldn't have
Are you
hurt them.
sure?
Oh, I knew what I was doing.
But yeah, continue, please. I'm sorry.
No, it's just like, if you had put like really hot characters in there, you guys could have had an Overwatch 2 potentially.
I think the characters, just the bland nature of them was a very big part of it, for sure. All right, number 3 on my list of why Highguard failed. Ultimately, in today's society, streaming a game is beyond important. And when it comes, that's like your best marketing. And we saw multiple examples where the game started out firing on all cylinders. It had almost 100,000 players. But the driver is not necessarily the streamer. The driver is the chat, right? We saw Tim the Tatman bail because the chat just spammed comments that they didn't want to watch the game. It was boring, right? So when Tim the Tatman and 10,000 people that are watching Tim the Tatman disappear from the Twitch or Rumble or YouTube glossary of games, all of a sudden the discoverability of said game goes down. So ultimately, the chat was a big reason why this failed. Twitch viewers tanked. No big creators stuck around for the
because they can't
fun.
though. They can't. It's not fun.
Yeah,
it's thin. It is unbelievably thin. Even in the days leading up to the game, for putting Doc aside and the Dog and Pony show that Doc put on with his fake press passes to this game, the people that actually did go and play the game and did go to the press events and did see, like, they were saying things that were so thin. They're like, oh, I think we need to give this game a chance. Like, no one came out and was like, this is genre changing. No one came out and said, this is redefining what we're doing in shooters. I mean, this is stuff that we heard in Arc Raiders.
Except the Dorito Pope.
Which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
What they're making is overwhelmingly, even like Arc Raiders, right? Very well built game, like gorgeous game, great mechanics, great gameplay. The lore is coming out, but or like gameplay mechanics. But because there's a lot of like, it's kind of thin in its game loop. Even that game is taking a step back right now. So when you lay an egg like this, like Arc Raiders changed gaming for 3 months. When you lay an egg like this, that is instantly boring. Like instantly, it's a chore to like log into. You're cooked, man. That's just a bad built game. It's that easy.
Not very fun. Not very fun at all. And people caught on to that immediately, which leads me to number 2. Sorry, sound effects are great. Social media obviously plays a big role as well, in addition to Twitch streaming, and X turned Highguard into a trend, right? And not in the best way. Once you saw the initial player count drop, what that signaled to people was this game's not worth sticking around. I said on the show that I actually thought when we were live on our show, that's almost exactly when Highguard was at its peak viewership. And I said, it'll probably balance out at 150,000 people by the time the evening rolls around. And it did the exact opposite, because generally when a game is released, you see the game pop, there's an initial push, and then those people talk about that game, and they say, it's so fun, so much fucking fun, I'm having such a good time. And that number continues to go up. It did the opposite on social media, where people are like, what the hell am I playing? This game sucks. So everybody who would have potentially tried that free-to-play game all of a sudden was hearing that the game's going to be dead in 48 hours. They're looking at the dropping charts, and it went mega viral, causing those interested to quickly lose interest in it. So
one of the biggest clips that I saw for this, Craig, was the guy that was playing with Tim the Tatman, and they're like in the middle of the first match, and he's like, guys, I gotta go, this is freaking boring. And the funny thing is, most gamers, whether you are a fan of Tim the Tatman or you're not a fan of these guys, or whoever it is, if you get in their lobby and you're randomly on their squad, you'll play any game just for the clips, like just to be able to go pull their VOD and like to be seen. This guy instantly is like, nah guys, I'm sorry, I'm out, and just leaves the squad. I'm gone, this sucks. That's crazy.
That's funny, but yeah, that is crazy.
So, which leads us to the number one reason why I think that Highguard failed in my top 5. 2 words, Dorito Pope. 2 words, Jeff Keighley. 3 words, the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley's one more thing at the end of the Game Awards ultimately was the death sentence for this game. We all know it. And obviously it was announced. It quickly got ratioed into oblivion. The trailer had no real gameplay. It was vague. It was this like generic game, and everybody called it immediately on social media. And people were talking about it being Concord 2 right off the bat. And obviously anytime you have this Jeff Keighley endorsement, that's not necessarily a great thing. So the hype that Jeff Keighley put behind Highguard is ultimately the reason why it's failed. It's one of those things where you love it so much, you want it to succeed so bad, that ultimately you were the reason for its demise, which I think.
I don't know. I kind of disagree, because I sorry to cut you off there. It's just that nobody had heard of Highguard that I know of. Like,
but that was on purpose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the devs were trying, and they've gone on record as saying that they were trying to do an Apex Legends total shadow drop. Here's a game that no one's ever heard of, and it's going to change the game because it's a new genre. And he pushed them, like, because they didn't even pay for the advertising at the Game Awards. That was all on Jeff. And Jeff kind of like pushed them in an argumentative way and was like, I just want to give you guys an opportunity. And they ultimately caved and were like, we can't pass up this kind of an opportunity, whether we agree with it and whether it's for a marketing strategy or not. So he pushes a game, and then for a month and a half or a month, no one hears a word. Like, because they had no marketing plan. They literally, their plan was to, on release day, here's our game. And that, I agree. I think that Game Awards thing hurt it more than not, because now you have all these people on Twitter. You got people like me who are podcasting. You got all these guys that are doing their shows, and they're saying, man, this game is coming out in 3 days and we've heard absolutely nothing about it. Like, do the devs know that the game is coming out in 3 days? Because once you enter a marketing strategy, now you're cooked if you don't have one. And so I agree. It made it seem like the game wasn't finished. I was surprised it released on the release day. Like, I thought that we were going to get this game as being delayed, and maybe it should have been.
Yeah, well, the original idea has and always was to be a shadow drop like Apex Legends, right?
Then no one would have played it,
well,
in my opinion.
I think you're right. I actually think you're very right.
Because the game sucks.
Well, the idea, I mean, once again, if you're offered the final one more thing slot at the Game Awards, you take that.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I almost feel bad for them. I really do, because it was put on a pedestal, and Jeff did that once again, wanting it to succeed, thinking he's going to help it. But I don't know what he played and what everybody else played, but
yeah,
you know, maybe this is going to be one of those situations like No Man's Sky, where we're looking at this game in 5 years and go, man, Highguard, it had a rough start, but man, it's really, got up off the ground and done a great job of capturing and turning it into the game that we want. But I really don't think that's going to be the case.
Did anyone know about the little conspiracy theory behind that title? Did we talk about that on here? How Highguard is basically Overwatch?
Well, yes. The idea of high, over, guard, watch. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I would have never
wow.
picked up on that.
There you
Never
go.
would have picked up. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, though. Like, I think the gaming is in like a kind of weird, stale place right now. And so the concept of there being a new experience, not necessarily a new game, but like a new experience, I think is important for gaming. I think the industry really needed Highguard to be good. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big hit for everybody. It's a big hit for content creators that were expecting it. It's a big hit for the devs of the game. It's a big hit for semi-indie developers. I mean, look at Steam. The second day that the game was out, they had to scrub the Steam profile of saying that these guys were the developers for Apex. Like, they started hiding everything. That's tough, man. That's tough.
You wonder if that was also because of maybe EA got involved and said, yeah, you can't promote EA products in your description for your non-EA game. Maybe.
But don't you as a developer have the right to show your work?
Not in the description of your next game, I don't think. I think you can I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the legal aspect of it. That was just my first thought. Was somebody at EA was like, "Yo, dog, you probably don't want to do that,"
What's the other free to play game? Arc Raiders devs did it. What's with the red? It's like a game show shooter. What's the game called? I can't think of it right now. I am blanking.
It should be easy. I mean, FPSs are not anywhere near alike, so you should be able to pick this
the
up
finals,
immediately.
Right? The entire marketing plan for the finals was this: the developers that made Battlefield 3.
Right.
That was the whole marketing strategy. So like, there's got to be some amount of them allowed to take credit for their work. I guess I get it on the Steam page. Maybe that's different, but.
Also, shout out, I love the finals. Or I
Finals,
did. I haven't played
that's
in a while.
That's a good one. Absolutely love that
Oh,
one.
shut up, Phoenix.
That's a good one.
Never even
Phoenix,
played in your life.
yes.
That's
He's
where I go
never
for all
played
my
it in his
gaming
life.
innovations is FPS shooters.
Never played it in your life.
All right. So let us know why you think that it failed, why Highguard failed, and let us know in the comments. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and, of course, the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate that. Your dad said you should hit the subscribe button. Don't disappoint Dad.